Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all hear him. Y'all hear him. Y'all hear him, man. I took a break for this young man right here, for my son. Junie, man, he made 2 years old on Saturday, March the 22nd, man. 2 years ago. I became a dad, I became a father, man. So took that time, stepped away from all social media, didn't post nothing on TikTok, didn't post nothing on YouTube, man. I made a community post wishing him a happy birthday. But that was about it, man. Took him to Gray Roof Lodge, man, in Texas. We went on vacation as a family. Spent some time with him, man. Showing how much I love and appreciate him, man. Honored to be his father. But we gonna get straight into it, man. Floyd Mayweather did an interview on Fight Hype. Just catching y'all up on stuff that happened prior. Like I said, I took that break. But Floyd Mayweather dropped the interview on Fight Hype. They asked him about Gervonta Tank Davis and Terence Crawford beef. Y'all don't know they've been feuding for the last few months. They asked him about it. And I gotta say, man, I'm truly, truly amazed at how Floyd Mayweather responded to it. He didn't even say anything negative. He didn't, you know what I'm saying, really make it about himself like he normally do. He didn't dish out any hate towards Tank. He didn't dish out any hate towards Terence Crawford. Uh, in fact, he said he think right now Terence Crawford, the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, the best fighter skill wise. He said he got a beautiful family, beautiful wife, and I gotta agree with him on when he said ain't nothing better than a black woman in your life, a black queen in your life. Shout out to my queen. Gotta agree with him on that. And he also said, man, he don't wish ill will on nobody. He don't want no fighter, you know what I'm saying, doing bad. He want fighters to succeed, man. And you could tell he in a good place mentally and just in his life. Like, he a grandfather now. Y'all don't know, NBA young boy and Yaya got a son, Kentrell Jr. You can see him in the gym with Floyd. He dancing with Floyd. You just see that soft side of Floyd that you don't normally see when he was boxing and in the spotlight. He just enjoying his time off, man, and being a family man, bro. That's what it's all about. But like I said, the feud between Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis is still going on to this day. Terence Crawford weighed in. Uh, he said he think Lamont Roach won the fight. Initially, right after the fight on Twitter, he said that was a knockdown for sure in the ninth round. Should have been counted as a knockdown. Then he said it was a robbery. They robbed that boy Lamont Roach. He said that on Twitter immediately after the fight. And then he went on interview and he said Tank can't get out of his own way with his ego. He could very much be on that Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford undercard in September, but his ego won't let him do it. And that's why I have a little pushback at, and what I really is like, I don't know if that was really a smart comment. I don't think that was a smart comment because he wanted basically on the undercard of him and Terence Crawford and Canelo, he wanted it to be Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. Like I said, I got pushback on that. I don't agree. I think that fight should be a main event fight by itself with a separate undercard on either PBC and the zone, like how Floyd and Pacquiao did it, or how, you know what I'm saying, split promo to where everybody could eat. It could be shown on the zone. It could be shown on PBC or Amazon Prime. I think it should be something like that. That fight is the biggest fight in the world. Shakur Stevenson versus Gervonta Davis. And I got after that Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. And then I had the Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, man. But let's just go by the numbers. Uh, Saudi Arabia, Turkey Al Sheikh, they still pretty much new to the game. They've been at it for a year now, uh, going on two. They pay-per-view numbers don't really ever do well. Uh, Terence Crawford versus Madrimov, it didn't even hit 100,000 pay-per-view buys. Uh, who else? The card that just happened with Shakur versus Padley, Bilber versus Beterbiev, I don't even think that cracked 60,000 pay-per-view buys. So I really could see if Tank be like, it's not an ego thing. This is statistical. It's proven. Him and Lamar Roach did, I think, 260,000 pay-per-view buys, and that was for a fight that nobody wanted to see. Everybody said they was gonna illegally stream the fight because it was a cherry pick gone wrong, and he was gonna knock Lamont out under 4 rounds. So a lot of people really wasn't interested in that fight, and it still sold close to 300,000 pay-per-view buys. That's how I look at it. Now we know Tank met his match. Lamont Roach is coming in. He could potentially beat Tank officially this time, and that pay-per-view might sell 500,000 pay-per-view buys. We saw the product the first time, and this time we know what Lamont Roach coming with. We know Tank gonna be focused. We know Tank gonna be locked in with with a different type of hunger and focus this time. So that pay per view could easily sell 500,000 pay per views. Just think about it. When he got the right opponent, Ryan Garcia, bro, they cracked 1.2 mil pay per view buys. When he fought, Hector Luis Garcia, uh, Frank Martin, all them guys, that was like still between 250 and 300,000 pay-per-view buys. Tank is a superstar in the sport. There's no one like him. Uh, and the cards that Turkey Al Sheik throw be way cheaper than the PBC and Amazon Prime prices. And they still don't outsell when Tank, is fighting. So I gotta push back on that. It would be dope to see, Terence Crawford versus Canelo headlining, and then Shakur and Tank as the co-main. But I think that is a main event in itself. Um, it's just a main event in itself. People been salivating and wanting this fight for about 3 to 4 years now. We just started thinking about Canelo versus Terence Crawford and what? When was this? Like 2023, 24-ish? That's when we started to think like we could really see Terence Crawford jump up and try to face Canelo. We been wanting Gervonta Davis versus Shakur Stevenson back when Shakur was at 130. We been wanting to see that fight. So I think that's a pay-per-view headliner in itself. I think that fight right now sells the most pay-per-views uh in this new generation. I think it will outsell Ryan versus Gervonta Davis. People that's not even really tuned into the sport like that know, oh, we want to see Tank versus two people or three people. We want to see Tank versus Shakur. We want to see Tank versus Keyshawn Davis. And we want to see Tank versus Teofimo Lopez, man. Straight up. That's how we want to see it. And that's what people been wanting to see for the longest. Our Tank versus Lomachenko. Because Teofimo at 147 now. Them the fights we want to see. Uh, I don't think it's very likely though, because Lomachenko and his team came out and said, they wanted to fight Tank. They think Tank is a way better fighter. That's a separate video for a different day. But Floyd Mayweather, man, maturing and realizing, man, that it's not about him no more. It's time to pass. It's time to pass the torch on to the Tanks of the world, to the Shakur Stevensons of the world. I mean, it's time to just pass that torch. His legacy will forever live on. But I just like the headspace he in. He didn't down talk. No fighter. He kept it professional. He kept it positive. And I love that quote when he said, man, you got a black woman in your life, a black queen in your life, and ain't nothing better than that. And he want to see everybody win, man. Similar to me. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm going to hit y'all with another one today. just because I took that break, man, the grind don't stop. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.
They say fuck 'em, they wasn't on your dick when you was down. Trust them in my back.